Hey guys, so all right, this may or may not go on YouTube. I'm not sure, but I mean, I did speak about it on YouTube, the other day. But so if you follow me on Facebook, you saw my post. Well, it's not there no more, apparently. But I typed like a little paragraph. Literally, it's a small paragraph, complaining about. And I didn't name no names. I didn't name anything or derogatory. I was merely stating my opinion. I put it on my Facebook page underneath for me saying whatever I wanted to say. Okay, you think it's on your Facebook page, your post, what you want to say, correct? It's okay. Apparently it's not. So excuse my hair is like really super frizzy today. I tried to straighten it out and this I got straight, this I got curly. I don't know what happened. But anyways, so um so this morning after Kaylee went off to do her volunteer work and everything, while she was gone, and I woke up. I woke up before she left, but I wasn't feeling well because I was recovering from an asthma attack I had yesterday. It was really, really bad. I mean, it was bad. I mean, it was my oxygen levels were getting low, but thankfully I recovered from it naturally. I just needed a rest. But I got up. I kind of pushed myself. I thought, well, you know what? I'm gonna get through. I'm gonna get through things today. Okay. Well, apparently, I decided when I wake up, I do what any other person pretty much does. When I wake up, first thing I do is look at my phone. I'll look and see what time it is. I'm looking at notifications. What happened while I was asleep? Scroll down to notifications, and of course a lot of it's just like spam stuff. And then I'm like, okay, I got some Facebook stuff, and I'm thinking, okay, let me look up my Facebook, and I go into the notification on Facebook, and again, it's one of my friends thinking, because you never know. I'm thinking one of you guys are in trouble because and I missed it. So I'm thinking, all right, I'm going to check that out. Well, I look at a notification, and yeah, um, it was nothing but a bunch of Facebook notifications, apparently from the Facebook Community Standards Division, apparently, or whatever. I had ended up, apparently, if you caught it before it got deleted, which I'm really mad about, because I had freedom of speech. I had freedom. I was stating my story, stating what happened to me. I had not mentioned names. I wasn't being discriminatory. I wasn't being harassing, bullying. I didn't say nothing like that in my post. I wish I can go back and take a screenshot of it, but I can't. But anyways, so yeah, I ended up I ended up looking at it and figuring out what y'all said y'all removed my post. And I'm thinking it was probably from a comment that I made from the other day. When if you're not familiar with the story, okay, so apparently I'm not gonna name names, but this public figure, slash influencer. They're popular on social media, but they're not popular like on like TV or anything. So, anyways, they have been on social media. They're usually good at making funny little reels and things like that. And so I thought they were at first they were funny, and then I stopped kind of interacting that much, but I still followed them. And so, but I noticed I didn't see that much, and whatever few things I did see about them when they would post, I noticed there was a slight difference in things that they would post about, and some of it I was kind of questionable, meaning like it felt different, like I felt offensive by it, I guess, but I just ignored it. I would just I didn't care because I'm thinking if they got that many like millions of followers, there's no point in even arguing about it. So, but apparently this one day I decided to do 2 comments. They posted a picture of the short backstory. They posted a picture of Whoopi Goldberg and of another celebrity, apparently from like the 90s. And this other celebrity, and I used to watch like all sorts of different genre of shows growing up, because y'all know in the 90s, we didn't care. We didn't have anybody telling us pretty much what we could watch on TV, like sitcoms or on movies and things like that. Really, I mean, it's not a big deal. So we watched a little bit of everything, especially if we grew up in the city, and I thought, okay, but I just didn't know that person, even from the 90s. She didn't look recognizable. Obviously, so we go with another young lady. And, but what I did, and I'm taking it as only because I'm white is the reason why I got attacked. Because if anybody else probably said it, it would probably have been not a big deal, I think. But that's my suspicion, and I'll get to that in a minute, why I come to that conclusion, especially with Facebook. Okay, so I end up commenting. My comment was a roundabout saying that, and I'm probably wrong about this, and some of you guys may not like it, but if you know, you know, especially when it comes to Hollywood and their handling and their grooming and so forth. Well, I ended up commenting about this. I said, okay. Whoopi probably. I used the word diddling because I thought that was an okay, safe word, but get my point across word. And on social media, I'm not actually out there saying the words. And I didn't want to say the, pedo or anything like that. So I just said, I was just probably delete her. And I said, I noticed this person also posted another side-by-side photo of both of them. So there's Whoopi and this young woman in the 90s, a photo of them sitting side by side, and then of them now today. Well, obviously Whoopi is obviously a lot older. And this other woman, though, okay, her skin color is like literally like opposite of what she looked like back in the 90s. And considering I didn't know who this young lady was, so I thought, well, given Hollywood and the standard of beauty, and then maybe not so much in the 90s, but when you got into the 2000s and so forth, there's a lot of like skin bleaching going on, especially younger women who are of color, and I'm thinking, and this is the phrase I used. I didn't say the word black. I didn't say the N word. I didn't say anything like that. I said, I literally used P.O.C, people of color. I thought that was politically correct. I thought that was an okay, safe word to say. So I said, it's sad. I said, yeah, Whoopi probably diddled her when she was younger. And I said, it's sad that that people of color sometimes have to resort to skin bleaching in order to fit in the beauty standards that are set by the industry. And it was something along those lines. I thought that was an okay thing to say. I have my opinions, right? And so this other person, now considering how long this video is, I probably will post it on not Facebook, but on YouTube. But I may still post on Facebook, I'm not sure, because it has to do with Facebook and specifically. But I ended up, like, as soon as I made that comment, a lot of what I'm gonna still call them people of color, because that's what they're called. I still think that's still politically correct. I mean, to me, it seems safe as a white person to say. I don't want to say black. I mean, that seems not very. I mean, you can say black community, but I don't want to put everyone all in the same hole, because, I mean, they're just people of color. non-whites, I guess. But then again, I say then that means I'm including Hispanics and Native Americans and Asians and so forth, and then it goes deeper than that, and I don't want to say that. So what do I pit? I mean, you tell me, what do I pit? So I thought P.O.C. was correct. I mean, politically correct. I mean, I've seen it used in the media. I've seen it used on the news. I've seen, it used on left side and the right side, agenda things. And I thought, okay, I could use that word. So, and the reason I'm focusing on that versus what I said about Whoopi, is because only people that really came and attacked me, because I made that comment right before I fell asleep one night, and then the next morning I woke up with all those notifications. People were calling me a bigot. They were calling me racist. They were calling me discriminatory. The only comment that may have sounded actually intelligent and correct, but still corrected me, was, and they didn't acknowledge the Whoopi part, but they just said, oh, she didn't bleach her skin. Instead, she has vitiligo, and it just, over time it actually, I guess, faded out, or it was even, it wasn't like spotted, like you see if you look at different examples of vitiligo, it's kind of spotted. I don't want to use the term like a giraffe, but it's similar. It's not like people with freckles, we get them all different patterns, but it can hit differently, And I didn't know that this young lady had vitiligo. I mean, but at the same time, I'm not going to go back and apologize saying that she bleached her skin or something, because I honestly still believe that still stands. I said, even if I was wrong about her case, I'm not wrong about the people of color in Hollywood and the standards of beauty. Because if you notice, I mean, even people post notice about Beyonce and so forth, and how she used to be really dark back in like the 90s and Destiny's Child and all stuff, and now you look at her, she's getting really lighter. Her skin's gotten lighter over time. Now, if I'm not mistaken, I think the way science works, typically when somebody is when a person of color is born, they're literally born a really, really light color skin, and then as they grow and they're in the sun, they get darker. Hence why, like in Africa, you see a lot of like darker colored skin versus the people of color here in America. Yes, they're outside, but most of them are indoors. They're not spending hours and day and night out in the hot sun. Like in Africa, and I'm not just saying Africa in general, but just like in other parts of the country, even in like India and stuff like that, some of the Asian communities, that's why you see the difference in the color of the skin. It's a lot lighter here than it is over in other nations. And I thought, so I was confused, and I was thinking, okay, maybe she was bleaching her skin. So when they said she had vitiligo, I was like, okay. So I just I replied by saying, I go, okay. So that was it. I didn't cough, but I mean, I was clearing my throat just now. But yeah, I just said, okay, and that was it. And I thought that was the end of the conversation, but it wasn't. Other people started attacking me. I didn't want to get in the confrontation and argue with people that don't really matter too much to me, only for the simple fact, just because I don't know them, I'm probably never going to run into them, and I don't really care about their opinions of me and my comments. I don't feel like I spoke for the whole white community, Caucasian community, or whatever. I was just speaking for my own opinion and what I know and what I do know. And I thought I was using language that even news outlets use. So I didn't think nothing of it. So I left it alone until this one woman decided, and I guess she did this overnight while I was asleep because I couldn't catch it fast enough. But she went on my Facebook. I had to scroll through a lot of my photos and everything, and she posted a photo of my father and I when I was younger, and I mean I was like maybe one, innocent, and I'm sitting on his lap, and he's just smiling, and that was it. I'm just sitting there drinking a bottle, and that was it. And this woman decides she's going to comment and say, yeah, he probably diddled you as a child. I'm like, no way. I'm like, no. I said, and I'm like, I didn't even comment, but I was getting pissed. I was like, how dare you? And then, I mean, mind you, I didn't say nothing about anybody. I didn't call anybody names. I haven't, trolled anybody. I haven't done anything. But it's only this one person had went a little step too far. There's one thing calling me a name and calling me ignorant or stupid or a bigot or racist or whatever. Another thing telling me that I am being, another thing basically mentioning about how posting my personal photos on a public figure's page that's got millions of other people, and I felt violated at that point. And then right after that post, she posted a picture of an old picture of my husband and I, and that was like taken like 20 years ago, and me saying we're thankful, and she's, I guess, commenting about my size. Now, mind you, that was way before I had my gastric bypass. That was way before I got pregnant with my daughter. That photo was old, but again, basically saying how my husband can do better, whatever. Then, mind you, though, we're both white, and then I get a comment stating that and then she posted a picture of it was just my profile picture, talking about my teeth, talking about how I lost all my teeth because I did meth. I don't know how you got that assumption, okay, so I was really mad about that. So I'm saying it like this. I think, one, I could have I commented back to her. I told her, I did. At this point, I started to call her the B word. I started to, tell her to remove, and I reported at least a photo of me and my father. And I mentioned I was a minor in the photo, and it did. Technically, I was a minor at that point. And, and apparently she came back and made sure, she goes, oh, I deleted the photos because I didn't want to go to Facebook jail. Really? But never mind any other comments that called me names, harassed me, and everything. Never mind those. All those comments got to stay, right? But all my comments got removed. It wasn't by like omission. It's not like I decided I was going to remove them but whatever. No. I unfollowed this person, and then I get through Facebook saying that your comments been removed because it is bullying and harassment. Almost every single comment. Because I defended myself? I'm not allowed to defend myself. Never mind that this woman, vile woman, was allowed to do what she got to do and still got to keep her comments that are calling me names. The photos got removed, but she still got to keep her comments. The comments got to stay, but mine got removed. Facebook, seriously? So they have a thing. It's called an oversight board. After you try to think they made a mistake, you could have supposedly have an actual person look into it. Now, what are the odds of being a person of color looking into it, or a biased person who is probably left wing, knowing that I'm right wing, but who knows. But went off and this quote unquote oversight board, apparently is cool. Supposedly they're supposed to be unbiased, right? They're supposed to make decisions based off of the context. No, that's not what happened. Apparently, when my stuff got removed and theirs didn't. I decided, you know what, screw this. I went to my personal Facebook page, posted a personal post, like no different than any other day, like anybody else does. And I posted stating that I stated kind of the sort of situation, but I just said I used the word P.O.C. Person of color, people of color, whatever. And I mentioned how I felt like it was more that I was being attacked. I think it was more because I am white and they're not. And that's what it felt like. This was my feelings. These are my emotions. We're told kids that their feelings or emotions they're valid. And we're trying to promote, mental health. And you're promoting this and advertising all over Facebook. But never mind that I am not allowed to comment or post about my feelings or emotions on my personal page. Go figure, right? Well, apparently I wake up this morning and I get a notification from Facebook Community Standards that my post has been removed. I clicked on why, the little button, and asked why, to see why. It was because they were saying that I was mentioning race. Are you kidding me? Or that it was being discriminatory towards a certain demographic community. I can't with Facebook. I don't get it. Okay, I really don't. So I'm like, okay. So once again, I contested. I posted, well, the other one I posted, I defended myself. That's why I said what I said. But this one, I said, it's my personal page, and it was not discriminatory, and it was politically correct. P.O.C. means people of color. It was. I would have been better if I just said black. Would have been taken down. I mean, is it because I mentioned white? Because I am white? I don't know. I don't understand. Are there AI or are there community? I mean, Mark Zuckerberg. I'm assuming he's still CEO of Facebook, but or him or whoever's in charge of Facebook. Y'all need to really be specific on what you're talking about when you're saying that. Why is it that my post is taken down? I need to know why, or give me a chance to edit, and give me a suggestion of words I can use that are acceptable, so I can still have my say so. I can still have my freedom of speech. I just have to be a little bit more choosy on certain verbiage to use. I mean, instead you just took my freedom of speech. You put tape over my mouth and sit there and said that no, you sit down, you basically shut up, and you but it's okay and I've gone on completely strangers' Facebook pages and seen a lot of the vile things they've said against my race that are still up. I'm confused. Why is it they're allowed but mine I'm not? I never understood that. So anyways, so here I am. I'm so mad about it. But at the same time, I'm trying not to let it get to me, because I need to learn how to adjust my energy and what to choose to spend it on. But yeah, I don't know. You guys let me know. What did I do wrong? Is people of color, is P.O.C. not allowed? I mean, what words am I supposed to use? I mean, I'm afraid I thought saying black almost seemed mean compared to using, if you had the choice of using the word black or using the word people of color. I mean, I'm not trying to say colored people because that even kind of sounds bad, but the news media outlets are allowed to use the words people of color, and people of color are allowed to use people of color, and social media and influencers are allowed to use people of color. Why am I not allowed to use those terms? Am I not allowed to say the word white? Am I not white, I guess? I don't know. So, yeah. I mean, I'm just... So, my phone just decided to mess up on me. Okay, so, I mean, I'm going to get to the end of this video, but, I mean, am I wrong, though? Am I really wrong? I mean, am I not allowed to say colors anymore? What if I was talking about crayons? I don't know. I guess, I don't know. I don't know anymore. I guess I'm just saying, there was another human being, and I don't like those, and I felt like I was being discriminatory by another human being, but it's not getting the proper context across, you know? So I guess, are we not allowed to have freedom of speech? I understand if I'm not allowed to say those things I understand if it was a page that was like a political figures page or a governmental page, or things of that nature, or a company's page. But this was my personal Facebook page, my personal post. Yes, it was public because I was really kind of hoping that this woman would come across it. But yeah, we'll see about that, considering I blocked her. But I mean, now no one's going to be able to see it because Facebook decided to, not only is my account restricted, but now it's also, they ended up deciding, hey, that's why I remove her posts while we're at it. So, yeah. I guess this is me going YouTube. So you guys comment down below. Let me know. What did I do wrong? What did I say that was wrong? I can't tell you everything, and I don't have screenshots of anything because I was not allowed to. By the time I got a chance to look at it, I couldn't take a screenshot of it because it was already disappeared, or I was already restricted. It was already removed. So, but in the hindsight of things, let me know. Is people of color not allowed anymore? Is P.O.C., even just using those abbreviations, not allowed to write anymore on Facebook? Am I not allowed to say, black, white? I mean, what am I supposed to say? I'm just curious. I feel like we should have, if we're going to have rules for a certain demographic group, shouldn't those rules be equalized? If my comments get removed because they were defensive comments, I was being defensive because I was defending myself from people bullying, harassing me, but my comments were considered bullying, harassment by Facebook. So Facebook is now bullying and harassing me. So by removing my comments, by basically passively denying, replacing my post when it did not go against community standards. How was it safe? How was my, I don't get it. I don't get it at all. It's like saying that only blue cars are allowed to run red lights, but red cars aren't. I didn't mean to say it like that. That was not an undertone for politicalness, just so you know. But it just came across my brain about that way because it feels almost like that. But yeah. Okay, so comment below. Let me know what I should do, what you think, or how you felt. Have you gone through this situation? What did you do about it? As well as, guys, make sure you're subscribed, hit the notification bell, and if you like videos like this, cool, hit that thumbs up button. This may be a playlist. I may call it like Facebook Saga or something like that. And yeah, I guess that's it. Obviously, you see my little planters up here? Those are actually black and white little succulents. Are fake, But I thought they were cute. They're like little people. They're in different like little poses, and I thought that was cute. They're like yoga poses and just chilling poses. And I did a little black and white thing. I thought it was cute. And all my plants are all fake, but I think they're cute. My little setup, and I got vines hanging down, and then my desktop's behind me. But yeah, but yeah. What do you guys think? So until next time, guys, stay safe and love you. Bye.